So you want to go from skinny to jacked and aesthetic. And you're confused, what do I do? It's so fucking simple. But let me specify, simple does not equal easy. So when people want to go from skinny to jacked or from fat to skinny or whatever they want, right? They make it a lot more complicated than that shit actually has to be to begin with. All right? They make it hard, or a lot harder than it is, right? So people will look for the smallest hacks. They will look for the fat burners, the supplements, the specific diet that will do the cure, that will do X, Y, Z, and they switch diet from this to this to this to this, and they just never see progress, right? And that makes them think that this shit is so hard to understand. It's so difficult to get to the goal. It is so difficult. I've tried everything. Nothing works. And they just get information overload and they confuse themselves. Because one person says this, the other says that, and they disagree with each other. And then they watch the third person agree with the first person. And it's just a big fucking shit fest, right? When in reality, it's so simple. You make it complicated. Your own brain makes this shit complicated by watching all that shit. And you just get information overloaded and you feel like shit and you just want to give up, right? Which is probably not what you want. Because they consume so many different opinions towards the goal. They try so many different diets to get to the goal and they just can't stay consistent and they end up just quitting and saying, oh, I wish it was as simple as just eating less or eating more. I wish it was as easy as just eating more than I burn. I wish it was as easy as just eating less than I burn. Before I continue my extreme rant, hit that subscribe button because it's a win-win for both of us. And who doesn't like free value? If you're skinny and want to gain weight, you want to hear the revolutionary way on how to gain weight, on how to gain muscle. All right, train hard, you recover properly, and you eat more than you burn. No. Yeah, it's that simple. It's that simple. And that's all you need to know. You watch all these videos on how to get from A to B. You need to do this, you need to do that, you need to drink this amount of water, you need to do that, you need to do that, but don't do this. And then you watch the next guy and he says, oh, do exactly what the other guy said you shouldn't do. And now you're confused. Now you're like, oh, I wish it was simple. It's fucking simple, bro. It ain't difficult. Or maybe it's difficult to do, but it's not like hard to understand. Point still stands. It's fucking simple. So it can be hard as hell to do those things. Training hard can be hard as hell. Recovering could be hard as well if you have a lot of energy and you hate fucking rest days. Eating more than you burn can be extremely hard because you don't have an appetite. Or you have extremely high metabolism, right? All of those things can be difficult as hell. Knowing how many calories you burn every day can be hard to find out because your metabolism might be extremely high compared to other people. You might get full very fast and you can't seem to gain weight because of that, right? That's the hard part. But the process is still it's simple to understand. Eat more than you burn. It's that hard to understand. That's all you really need to know, honestly. And you just figure out the way to get there, right? So that's not the hard part. So the hard part is not on knowing how to get from A to B, which people fucking complicate. That is not the hard part. The hard part is doing it when you don't feel like it. Overcoming limiting beliefs. Having the motivation to do so. Not getting switched from this diet to this diet to this exercise and making fucking no progress in none of it. Overcoming certain things you need to do to get to the... that's the hard part. That's the difficult part. But people can't seem to differentiate the two. Simple does not equal easy. But the process is fucking simple. You need to understand that, alright? That's with everything in life, I believe. Every part of success. The hard part is not actually knowing what to do. The hard part is overcoming limiting beliefs, being disciplined, doing it when you don't feel like it, etc., etc. That's the hard part, not actually the understanding of how to get from A to B. And that's where I feel like most people fuck up. Same with me here on YouTube. The process is the understanding of how I get from A to B is not hard. But the hard part is me recording when I don't feel like it. It's me writing the script when I don't want to. It's me overcoming the feeling of I don't know what I'm gonna record now. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. And staying consistent is hard. And doing it when I truly doubt my decision and what I'm doing because I've never done it before. Stuff like that, that is difficult. That is hard. But the process is easy. Script, record, post. It's not it's not hard to understand what to do, right? But overcoming all these mental obstacles, that's what's fucking difficult. So separate the two. Separate the two. Simple is not easy. So my point is like, stop being confused on how to get from A to B. Stop being like, the confusion is might actually really stop you because you're confused. You see so many different opinions, so many people saying this, so many people saying that. It's simple as hell. The people want to say, and I believe that with success in general, the process, the understanding of the process is simple to understand. How to get from A to B for most things. Certain things can be hard to understand, but throat's getting sore. But yeah, the understanding of it is not the hard part. Doing it and overcoming shit is the hard part. It pisses me off because I hear people say, "Oh, I wish the process was simpler. Oh, I wish it was as easy as just eating more than I burn or eating less than I burn. I wish it was as simple. I wish it was as simple as just actually showing up and being consistent." It is. It is. You need to differentiate the two, all right? Because when you differentiate the two, you stop being confused. You stop actually like, what, how do I get from A to B? You be like, oh yeah, it's simple, but it's hard. You get what I'm saying? So don't overthink the part on how to get from A to B. Overthink, or don't even overthink in the first place, but put your mental energy on how you overcome mental obstacles, limiting beliefs, doing it when you don't feel like it and not giving up and stuff. Put your energy on that and on thinking on how, oh, I wish it was more simple. So the process to getting there is not hard to understand. If you got any value from this, if I brought you new perspective, which this is something I hear nobody fucking talk about, but it's something that I've learned through a lot of thinking. If you disagree with me, totally open to being wrong here. And if you disagree, you can maybe share your thoughts in the comments. But if you disagree, that's fine. Just let me know in the comments or something, and I'm totally open-minded to being wrong here. But for now, I think I'm right. Anyway, I do one-on-one coaching where I will make you go from skinny to aesthetic and jacked as soon as possible. It's the first link in the description. It's my aesthetic body school, and I will skyrocket your progress. And the price is only $30 for the first 5 people who joins. After that, the price will increase significantly. So join before it's too late. Plus, when you invest money into something, you automatically take it a lot more serious and you're actually like, oh fuck, I've invested into this. I'm not gonna lose now. So anyway, peace.